Hi, welcome to my channel, Changing Phases Tarot. I'm so happy to have you here with me today. If you enjoy my reading, please like, share, and subscribe to my channel in order to be notified when I upload new weekly and monthly videos. Now today I'll be doing a general monthly reading for each of the astrological signs for the month of October 2017. As the reading focuses on the general energy surrounding all of the signs this month, the messages may or may not resonate with you. For a more personalized reading that focuses specifically on you, please contact me at the email listed in the description box or the About section of this channel, changingphasestarot@gmail.com. You can also find pricing and more information about readings on my website, also listed in the description box below. Please check out my channel for general weekly readings, extended weekend readings, and daily tarot snapshot readings. And you can also join me on my Facebook page, Changing Phases Tarot. Now, for our monthly reading today, I will be doing a 10-card Celtic cross spread, plus one additional card from the bottom of the deck for the overall energy for the month of October. I'll be using the Crystal Visions Tarot deck. There will be one additional guidance card from the Soulful Woman Guidance card deck. And I'll also pull an additional card from the Soul's Journey Oracle card deck to complement the reading. So I'm wishing you all a wonderful month of October, and I'll see you in a minute for your reading. All right, hi there, Leo. Let's get started with your reading for the month of October 2015. I will be already meditated. I've been shuffling, but I'll go ahead and do a few more shuffles here to get us started. For the main reading, we'll be doing the 10-card Celtic spread using the Crystal Visions Tarot deck. And then I'll pull one additional guidance card from the Soul's Journey deck and the Soulful Woman deck. So we are looking for energies for the month of October 2017 for the fire sign of Leo. So looking for the energies for the month of 2017 for Leo. Spirit, please. Energies for the month. Okay, that one came out. For the month of October 2000. Leo for the month of October 2017. Please show us the messages for Leo for the month of October. Messages for Leo. Okay. Divide the deck into three. So the card that came out, so this will be the focal point, right? The center of the reading, we will have the Four of Wands. Okay, we move these out of the way here. Crossing the Four of Wands, we have the Ace of Swords. Foundation, we have the Nine of Cups. This card has been coming out a lot in the daily reading, and the sort of weekly, and the the extended weekend reading. That card has been coming out quite a lot, and the Four of Wands. In the past position, for Leo, we have the Eight of Pentacles. Your crowning card is the Nine of Swords. In the future position, we have the Two of Wands. Who you are in the reading is the Knight of Wands. Well, fire energy, right, Leo? So the Knight of Wands. Going on around you in your environment, you have the Five of Wands, your hopes and fears, the Ace of Cups, and the outbound energy for the month, the Hangman, Major Arcana card. So that was the only Major Arcana card in the reading. The Hanged Man, number 12. And at the bottom of the deck, more fire energy, the Three of Wands. So lots of fire energy for you this month, Leo. Okay, we put this down here. And we're looking for one card from the Soul's Journey. Okay, well, that one came out, but I hadn't even started to shuffle. So let's shuffle a couple of times here. Looking for additional messages for Leo for the month of October 2017. Spirit, please show us additional messages for Leo for the month of October 2017. Looking for additional card messages for Leo for October 2017. And we have trust. And we should, sorry for the glare, it's the time of day. We have trust here as our Soul's Journey lesson card. And it says, I accept that my inner voice will always guide me correctly. Beautiful blue mandala. And the last card that we're looking for is from the Soulful Woman guidance card deck. Please give us one additional message for Leo for the month of October 2007. One additional message for the fire sign Leo for the month of October 2017. Spirit, please show us one additional message for Leo for the month of October. Okay. That one wanted to come out. And the card is a beautiful card. Number 14, asking opens a pathway. It says, when I ask questions of my inner being, I discover that beautiful and helpful answers always come to me. That kind of goes very well. Even the colors go along with that card that came out. Look at that. And this one is all about listening to your inner voice and trusting that your inner voice will guide you. And here, talking about your inner voice and listening to, questioning your inner being and the answers that come from that. So very in tune here, but we'll see how these two cards play in with the rest of the reading. Just give me a second here. I will set the camera up so we can see things better, and I will get back with the reading. See you in a minute. Okay, so this is for Leo, your October 2017 reading. And we have the overall energy for the reading, the Three of Wands. There are actually quite a few wands. I think you have about five or six out of the entire spread of wands. So definitely showing up here in this month's reading. We have the Three of Wands. So the Three of Wands in the upright. This is fire energy. This can deal with you waiting for your ships to come in. We know that usually fire energy is all about action, moving ahead, moving on the decision that's made with the Two of Wands, because the card that comes before it, it's all about decisions, right? And needing to choose a path, needing to make a decision. So the Three is actually, it's more about moving ahead on the decision made with the Two of Wands. However, the Three of Wands is probably the most passive of all the Wands cards. It deals with having to wait for some type of return on investment or waiting to receive something back, right? Whatever you put a lot of time and energy into. after the Two of Wands decision. Now you're sort of waiting to see what happens. So it indicates that your plans are underway, and you're definitely starting to, to sort of move forward and consider more opportunities to expand on your current plans, maximize on the potential of your future. There's solid planning. Everything is sort of going along as planned here. It does indicate that there are opportunities to expand your horizons, right? The three, this is a definite card of expansion. So expanding your horizons, this could be through study, through travel, through business, learning. It also indicates that you're in some type of position of strength, right? Because you're definitely in control of what is going on around you, even though you are waiting to hear about something, right, or for some type of return. There's a great deal of vision and foresight with this card. And we can see that the person here is focusing on this, the crystal ball, on this light, this definite sense of foresight and vision with this card and looking for greater possibilities. So this might be you, sort of dreaming beyond your current limitations right now, acting more as a visionary, accepting your vision and being confident that you will definitely achieve it and moving fearlessly. Yeah, moving fearlessly to new areas in order to achieve it. So, as an overall energy, this is a card of exploration, of expansion, possibilities, foresight. So this is, it's a very good energy to have as the overall energy for the month of October, Leo. So just, ready to take action and sort of surveying the landscape, as you wait for whatever it is to come in. Now, in the center of the reading, another Wands card, we have the Four of Wands, okay? And the Four of Wands card is, it's traditionally, again, fire energy. It's all about creativity, energy, action, but it does have to do with celebration. So celebrating good times, happy, harmonious home environment, good news. The number 4 in numerology, it symbolizes stability from foundations. So you might right now in the present be experiencing a period of happiness and stability in your life. The card definitely indicates a sense of harmony and balance, as well as completion, and also a time of peace and joy, right? That comes oftentimes after a difficult and challenging time. So it's a very positive card to get. It does indicate general good fortune, satisfaction, fulfillment, also new creative phases in our lives, right? So this is along with the Three of Wands energy, it's a very nice energy to have in the month of October. Just letting you know that also there could be a surprise on the way, and it's definitely going to be a pleasant surprise. So this could be a surprise that has to do with, it could be celebrations, celebrating birthdays, celebrating anniversaries. It could also have to do with weddings, right? So there could be, since it also signifies a marriage or a milestone in a relationship, there might be some type of marriage celebration or announcement coming up. So you might receive some sort of surprise in just an ordinary get together, and all of a sudden, there's a surprise sprung on you at the party or at the gathering. So it's a very happy and positive and stable card to have at the center of the reading. What's crossing the Four of Wands as the challenge card or the possible obstacle card is the Ace of Swords. Okay, so the Ace of Swords is all about, it's air energy. This is the air suit. And it has to do with mental. So this is mental energy, cerebral energy. It indicates resolving situations, new beginnings, victory. So coupled with or crossing the Four of Wands card here, again, this is a great start to the reading here because it represents a period of great insight, heightened mental clarity, sort of that breakthrough or aha moment about something. So this might be you having a new understanding of a certain issue that's been of concern, right? Or even seeing things, in a more general sense, sort of a new world view. So it's definitely about cutting through, right? Cutting through the fog, seeing the truth in a situation, and also acting, right? So setting your mind to something and then acting on it to accomplish your goals. So this could be, it does highlight things like new ideas, inspiration, as it is that aha moment, sort of that aha moment when inspiration comes in, right? That spark of inspiration, the original thinking, creative vision. So then the vision comes through, just like we had here with the Three of Wands card. Definite, new ways of saying things or a new way of looking at something. It seems to be quite important this month. And it also encourages you to seek out the truth in a situation in order to find justice. So there's also a sense of justice attached to the card. So you might be standing up for your rights, standing up for the rights of others. But the main thing I think to take from the card, along with the others here, would be that there is clarity and a new way of saying a situation or saying something. And it's an ace card, so it's a yes card. So there's a definite victory and yes energy around the card. What you have at the foundation is the Nine of card. Another great card to have. This is known traditionally as the wish card. So it's having all of your dreams come true. It also cautions that whatever you wish for, whatever you throw out into the universe, whatever thoughts you put out there and wishes you put out there, just be careful because things do have a way of manifesting. And this is a time where everything you have wished for now does manifest. So your efforts are being rewarded here. It's also having to do with counting your blessings, living in the moment. So, not just wishing for things, but it's also giving thanks for things that you have. So you'll see that, if each day you sort of give thanks for one thing, it could be in the morning or in the evening, if you get to the end of the week and then look back on that, you'll see that over time you do have a lot to be happy about, right? There are always things that we can be thankful for. It doesn't have to be just because, you happen to have more money right now or, out of the ordinary, you win the lottery, something like that. It doesn't have to be that. This could just be, simple things in your life that you're happy about or you're thankful for. And this could be friends and family and many different things. So it's all about, happiness and contentment with what you've accomplished so far, right? But also thinking about the Nine of Cups coming before the Ten of Cups card, which is, the last Cups card, and that's the what am I trying to say? The happiness and emotional fulfillment is sort of it's the top of the Cups cards. The Nine of Cups, it's like it shows you that you're nearly there. Okay, so your worries are going to be in the past. You're heading towards this Ten of Cups, the bright future. So you're on the right path here, but just be sure to give thanks for what you have achieved so far. In the past, we have another card that kind of represents this, working and, thinking about what you have been working on, and would be the Eight of Pentacles card, which is traditionally thought of as the apprentice card. So somebody who has been working very hard, right? Pentacles is earth energy, so this is all about tangible things in our lives. So, jobs, possessions, things like that, things that we work towards. So it's somebody working hard to master a skill and very willing to learn as well. So working toward greater expertise in your craft, right? This could be you, maybe you have gone back to school for something. Maybe you're in a job and you've seen that in order to get ahead in the job, you need to take extra courses. You need to take some type of training course, or you need to maybe go back and get a different, a certificate in something. Whatever it is, you've been working very hard, and you are gaining, or you have gained quite a lot of experience, right, in whatever it is that you're doing. So it's determination. It's being very determined to master a skill, and also, to move ahead on this career path that you're on. So it just encourages you to keep doing what you're doing, right? If you think about the card that comes after the Eight of Pentacles, the Nine, that's the self-sufficient woman. That's usually on the card. She's shown in the garden with sort of everything that she could hope for. She has, trees laden with fruit. Everything is very lush. So it's feeling that she has achieved great things, right? She's worked very hard. This apprentice card is you're getting there, right? You just keep doing what you're doing. It does require dedication. Focus on what you, have set as your goal, but be patient, right? Again, this with the Three of Wands card is sort of telling you to be patient. You are getting closer to your goal, and just continue to work hard, at work hard on yourself. Continue to show willingness to learn and to improve yourself in whatever it is that you're working. What doesn't matter where you work, but is to keep working on it, right? Keep to gain greater expertise in your craft. We have in the crowning thoughts, which is kind of the only negative card that you have in your reading this month, Leo, is the Nine of Swords. Now, again, swords energy, but this is not great swords energy, right? The Ace of Swords is great swords energy. This one is not so great because it's traditionally known as sort of the nightmare card. As it is swords, it's mental energy, and it's that card that you have so many things going on in your mind right now that they might be keeping you up at night. So it's a card, more than anything, it's a card of fear. And even though it does have this very negative feel to it, the troubles or the problems that go along with this card, they really are more mental in nature, more psychological. So it doesn't necessarily mean that you're suffering, outside in your external life. It's more about those thoughts that keep going round and round in your mind, right? Creating anxiety, creating fear, but not your actual circumstances. So just pay attention to your thoughts, right? And just remember that your attitudes determine how you experience the world, right? So if any situation that arises, even the major arcana, the Tower card, it's seen as it's a terrible card, but it's the way that you approach it, because many times the Tower card can come in and it can seem terrible, and it is something that will sort of disrupt our world and make us rebuild again, but it happens for a reason. So it's sort of seeing whatever it is that you're dealing with from a different perspective. Again, this asking us to see things from a different perspective in order to to kind of get out of your head a little bit, right? Not let these thoughts overtake you and keep you up at night and creating this sort of negative reality. Don't let it happen, right? Don't allow these negative thoughts to do that. So again, try not to worry excessively about about whatever situation it might be. Just realize that things might not be as bad as what you have maybe thought they were or have made them out to be. See things from a different perspective, right? And get out of this Nine of Swords mentality. Because what we have coming up here, it's funny, I was saying about the Three of Cards being the card after the two. Well, I'm sorry, the Three of Wands being after the Two of Wands. Well, you have here going across the middle, the Two, the Three, and the Four of Wands. So and the Five. So you have lots of fire energy going on here, Leo. And coming up with Two of Wands in the future position, again, this is a card. The Suit of Wands is creativity. It's all about inspiration, ambition. The two represents authority. It also kind of speaks of taking matters into your own hands, because you do have to make a decision, right? The two here, it does indicate a type of decision that has to be made, and it's also choosing where to invest your time, where to invest your energy. It can represent partnership, right? Partnering up with somebody, or a collaborative endeavor. But it's also, it sort of takes the spark. We think about the Ace of Wands that, comes before the Two of Wands. The Ace is the spark. So it's that spark of inspiration that comes in. Well, then the Two of Wands is all about planning and progressing, right? And so this progression from here, deciding which way to go, will lead you to the Three, to the Four, and then 5 we'll get to in a minute. It's a little bit different, but it's about action, right? So it's all about planning and moving on. So maybe, in the future, what you have coming up, sort of probably middle to the end of the month here, or at least middle of the month, is to take whatever idea you might have had. So maybe what was coming here is this, seeing things from a different perspective and whatever you've been working very hard on, maybe now it's sort of taking that and moving ahead with it, right? Moving on. So it's no longer just an idea. Okay, you have a plan now, and you, in order to make the plan work for you, right, you have to just keep going with it. Just keep going, keep moving, try to get out of this, any indecisiveness, indecision that you might have going on, and just plan and move. So this might be a difficult decision that you're facing right now. This could have to do with a job, right? This could be a new career. This could be a move. This could be really any type of creative project that you're interested in pursuing right now. So, this could even be choosing between two jobs, or between leaving a job and starting up your own business. Whatever the choice is, you're just being guided here to make a decision, right, between the two things and stick with it. So, you know that the world has something bigger, right, and more meaningful to offer you. So just, follow whatever it is that you're deciding on here, and move ahead with it. Just follow it. You're on the right path. And we have as you in this spread, you appear as yourself, right? You are the Knight of Wands here in the spread, which makes a lot of sense, right? As a Leo, the fire energy here. But the Knight of Wands doesn't necessarily have to be. I mean, in the card, right, the Knight is a younger male figure. It doesn't have to be a male. This, is not gender specific. So the Knight of Wands is somebody who it's that knight in shining armor. It's somebody who's very confident, full of life, right? Very adventurous. So this could be either you, Leo, could be another fire sign, so Aries, Sagittarius, or this could just be the energy that you're taking on right now. We know that, the core cards of the Knights, they could be energies, they could be events, they could be people around us. So could be many different things. So if it's a person in your life, it would either be, another or a younger fire sign, so either Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, or if this is just you, this could just be you feeling very, sort of full of energy, full of whatever spark of inspiration that you had here. It's sort of you charging ahead with it here, right? So you charging ahead with that idea and making it happen, right? Because we know that the Knights are, the pages they bring in messages, and the Knights act on it. So he's charging forward with his ideas, with his vision. Again, the idea of vision, and charging ahead with it to make it work. Oftentimes, the Knight of Wands can indicate a hasty change of residence, so changing homes quickly or changing jobs quickly. Maybe this has to do with this Two of Wands decision here, right? Deciding to possibly leave a job, or deciding to move to a different place, choosing between the known of where you are right now and the unknown. So this could have to do with that. And here it's you actually moving on this decision that you made here. So, it's a very fast energy. Of all the Knights, the Knight of Wands is the fastest. So it looks like there's going to be, something happening very quickly, more towards the end of the month, although the outbound energy kind of puts a stop to that, but I'll get to that. So moving on from you, what you have around you in your environment or surroundings is the Five of Wands. And, again, fire energy. This particular card, it's it's not a great card because it does have to do with conflict, but it's more a card of competition and power struggle. Sometimes it can represent delays, sometimes it can represent arguments. But if we see here on the card, in this particular deck, and let me hold it up better, you see that there are three men, right? And they're looking like they're wanting to fight each other, but they're just kind of standing there, right? They're really not seriously trying to harm each other. They're more taking a defensive pose or position here. And we see also the two lions. Again, they're baring their teeth, but it's trying to intimidate, but they're not actually going in for the kill. So it's more, it's more about power struggle here, and somebody trying to show his or her power in a certain situation, right? That sort of trying to gain the alpha position in whatever the situation is. So if this is, a work-related event or incident, right? This is what's making you want to leave the company, or maybe there have been some type of power struggles going on at your work. Maybe that's what this conflict is right there, right? But it is an energy of, it's more for intimidation than anything else. So it's more about seeing it as that and kind of standing your ground and knowing that they really don't mean any harm. It's more they're out to intimidate you. Because maybe this has to do with, sort of office politics, or there might be some type of, envy going on in the workplace. Maybe somebody was promoted and somebody else, that type of thing. It's more about power struggles here than anything else. Now, in your hopes and fears position, we have the Ace of Cups, and this is the second ace in the reading. So again, the ace is it's a yes card, right? It's a very positive card. The Ace of Cups, since it's water energy, it does have to do with emotions and feelings, intuition as well, right? We know in the traditional Rider-Waite deck, it's the hand sort of coming out of the universe, extending a chalice of emotion of love, right? So it's an outpouring of emotions, or it's new love. It's an offering of love. This could be also, being more in tune with your own feelings, right? So acknowledging or expressing your own feelings, or even fine-tuning your intuition. It's also a time for new spiritual and emotional growth, new partnership. Again, like we saw with the Four of Wands card here in the middle of the reading, which is sort of the center, which is the marriage card. This could also be a proposal. So this could be, a new offering of love, a marriage proposal, new partnership. It could be mending a relationship that you're already in. But definitely, something to do with offering, a new emotional offering. And it does speak of unconditional love, dreams, bringing dreams into reality. So again, with the Knight of Cups, which is a dream, the wish card, this also has to do with bringing dreams into reality, right? On this particular card, we can see let me show it here. You can see that on the chalice, there are the phases of the moon, right, represented on the chalice there. And with the phases, it's just about, again, it's tying in with the universe, tying in with the different, or the phases of the moon representing the aspects of our emotions. So it's a very happy card to have, very, a good card to have in the reading, because it's a symbol of fulfillment, not just emotional fulfillment, but spiritual. And with these new beginnings of love, new relationships, it's all about newness. So this could be, a new friendship. This could be a new idea. So giving birth to a new idea, or giving birth to a new spark of inspiration. And then the lotus flower on the card, that represents, the trusting heart. So being open to these new offerings, because in order to receive whatever new offering is coming in with the Ace of Cups, you have to be open to it, right? Just like we see with the lotus here, we have to be open to the new offering, because there's no, doesn't matter. If an offering comes in, but we're not open to the offering, then there's really doesn't make that much difference. So it's telling us to be open to the offering that we receive, right? Because it's all about harmony and love and emotional happiness, right? Emotional fulfillment. And with the outbound card, which is, like I was saying, going along with the Three of Wands energy, which is sort of this waiting energy, or this waiting feel. The final card, which it's sort of mirrors this Knight of Wands here, and it's very different energy. It's all about waiting for something. So the Hangman, this is Major Arcana, number 12 in the Major Arcana. The Hangman, and he means a couple of different things, right? He does have to do with needing to wait, but he also represents seeing things from a new perspective. Again, going along with the Ace of Swords, right? Needing to see things from a new perspective, having the vision, having the insight to see things from a new perspective. Because we know that when the hangman is here and he is hanging, right? He's hanging upside down from this tree in order to gain a new perspective on a situation. It is a period of waiting. So it's waiting for something to happen, right? Seeing things from new perspective. It's this period of suspense, right? Of being suspended, of indecision, of not knowing which way to go, right? Not knowing what to do. But it has to do with acceptance and surrender, right? So it's just time to, there are times when we just have to surrender into, okay, I have to wait, now is not the right time, and trusting in that, and knowing that during this time, this is the time for us to clear our minds and see things from a new perspective. So stop looking at a situation in the old way that you always have. So maybe that doesn't work anymore. Maybe it's time to leave something behind, move on, and see things from a new perspective. Okay, so this period of delay or waiting, it could have to do with, there will be, we say there's light here at the bottom, just like there's light here. So maybe this period is for you to really, take time out to see things from a new perspective, to see things differently. And that's what you need right now. Change your perspective, change your old ways of thinking in order to continue to grow, continue to move on your path. So it definitely has to do with sacrifice and surrender, right? And vision, seeing things from a new perspective. Now, the two cards that I pulled from the Soul's Journey and the Soulful Woman deck, I'll read you the description from the guidebook. The Soul's Journey deck is by James Van Praagh, and the card that we have here is Trust. And it says, the earth can be a tricky place, but you have been given a tool to help you navigate through the murky waters, your intuition. You must learn to tell the difference between ego talk and soul talk, and then trust your soul. Once you get into the habit of following your intuition, you will come to practice that discernment externally. You'll be able to know if a person or situation is trustworthy, but it all begins with listening to your inner voice. Exercise it like a muscle, and when you determine that it is always right, that wisdom will spread out and influence everything that you do. Decisions will seem easier. Your soul only wants what is best for you, and you must learn to trust it. Okay, and the other card, very similar kind of message. It's card number 14 from the Soulful Woman Guidance Card deck, and it's called Asking Opens a Pathway. Whenever I don't know what to do, I turn within and ask for guidance and answers. Then they come, sometimes slowly, sometimes quickly, a knowing, a sense, an image, a name, a next step, a possible pathway. I'm discovering that answers come to me when I ask for them, and when I give myself enough time and space to listen for them and receive them. I know that it is essential to ask for guidance with the expectation that I will receive it. I wait calmly and quietly for fresh insights and ideas to flow towards me. Asking gives me a sense of positive expectation and opens me to a world of possibility. I'm learning to ask wiser questions all the time. Asking opens the door to new information and fresh energy and to the unexpected. So I think these cards definitely tie in with this side of the reading, and even here, just having the clarity, not trusting in the messages that we receive, right? Trusting in your guidance, your inner voice, right? Your intuition, in order to gain a new perspective, in order to make that choice, in order to move forward on the path. Listen to your inner voice. So I think they tie in very well with that last part of our reading. So I would like to thank you for joining me again today, Leo. I do hope that these messages for the month of October have helped you. I wish you a month full of success and positive energies, and I look forward to reading for you again next month. Take care, and I'm sending you much peace, love, and light. Bye.